About Tank's power. How was his power to you? Was it really like devastating power?
I mean, he got power, you know what I mean? But it's more like he do a great job at landing.
It wouldn't be far-fetched to think Mayweather might have an indirect hand in this. He's known for using fighters strategically against Gervonta Davis, as we saw with Shaker earlier this year. You have to wonder why Floyd Mayweather would be advising Lamont Roach against facing Gervonta Davis. Maybe it's because the last fighter he tried coaching to defeat Davis ended up lying on the canvas, unable to continue before the 9th round bell even had a chance to ring.
Of who I'm fighting, and due to the fact that a lot of people might not know me outside of like hardcore boxing fans. So that's the thing, but that...
Now, Floyd Mayweather's Gervonta Davis's mentor, and now his most relentless adversary seems to have a new strategy, discouraging opponents from even stepping into the ring with Gervonta Davis, this time using Frank Martin as his latest pawn. But will that really work? Lamont Roach, whose pockets are practically itching for a big payday, doesn't seem likely to back down. In a recent interview, Roach spoke about how honored he feels to have gone from the opening card to headlining main events in such a short time. Still, Mayweather appears to have his own plans involving a fighter who isn't even signed under Mayweather Promotions.
You know, he know how to land that shot. You know, hit guys on the button and just get them up out of there. You know, because he an accurate puncher and he just know how to land that shot.
A true fan might suggest that Floyd Mayweather should focus on the fighters within his own Mayweather Promotions banner, where schedules are as inconsistent as they come. Aside from Kermel, arguably, the sole bright spot in the stable Mayweather Promotions seems to be in rough shape, with Rolando Romero, a middling talent at best, still standing as their biggest star. Yet, despite all this, Mayweather has decided Lamont Roach is in the most need of his self-serving, questionable advice. Mayweather holds the view that Gervonta Davis is dodging the sport's top names, and therefore insists all fighters should steer clear of Davis until he steps up to face real, worthy challenges in the ring.
You just gotta go in there and box. You gotta be able to box, you know, and just watch all the shots, you know, because he got them shots that if you don't see him, you know, he can get you out, and he's sneaky with it. You know, he can take a punch, he can give a punch too. So it's just...
Floyd Mayweather, Gervonta Davis, and the involvement of other fighters like Lamont Roach and Frank Martin. This version dives into Mayweather's strategic moves, the implications of his feud with Gervonta Davis, and the latest events impacting the lightweight division. The rift between boxing icon Floyd Mayweather and his former protege, Gervonta Davis, has shifted from a simple mental protege fallout to an active, multi-fighter feud. Mayweather's influence over the lightweight division extends beyond the usual boundaries as he uses his position to shape matchups indirectly and exert influence on Davis's potential opponents. The latest developments in this escalating rivalry now include Mayweather advising Lamont Roach and Frank Martin, both fighters in and around the lightweight division, on how to avoid Gervonta Davis altogether or, in Martin's case, how to take Davis down. For Mayweather, Davis's behavior has crossed the line, pushing him to steer young fighters against his former protege. But this feud goes deeper than just advice. It touches on loyalty, pride, and an unwillingness from either side to back down. Mayweather's latest move suggests he sees Lamont Roach as a potential pawn in his game against Davis, encouraging Roach to stay clear of the fight until Davis faces higher-level challenges. Floyd has made it clear he wants Davis to step into the ring with top names like Shaker Stevenson, Devin Haney, Vasily Lomachenko, Teofimo Lopez, Isaac Cruz, or Ryan Garcia, before he acknowledges Davis as a contender worthy of his time. Floyd sees Roach as unlikely to challenge Davis effectively, viewing him as outside the elite tier of fighters who might truly test Davis's limits. Yet, Mayweather's critique of Davis has as much to do with their personal animosity as it does with boxing. He's strategically advising against a Roach-Davis fight to deny his former protege potential victories and exposure. Many fans and analysts have wondered why Mayweather is investing time in fighters like Lamont Roach and Frank Martin instead of focusing on fighters within his Mayweather Promotions stable. Mayweather Promotions has been struggling with inconsistent schedules for most fighters except for a few rising stars like Kermel Moten, whom many see as one of the few truly promising boxers under the banner. Aside from Moten, the roster is less than stellar, with Rolando "Rolly" Romero, a decent but unremarkable talent, standing as its current headliner. Mayweather's divided focus raises questions. Is he leveraging Roach and Martin simply to get under Davis's skin? Or does he genuinely believe his influence can guide them to new heights? In the meantime, Mayweather's attention toward fighters outside his promotion, like Roach and Martin, feels like a strategy to bring down Davis indirectly. By advising them, he is not only offering tactical knowledge, but is also positioning himself as a counterforce to Davis's rise in boxing. Mayweather knows the danger of aligning himself with fighters he doesn't fully control, but for now, it seems he believes these alliances serve his undermining Davis. Yet, despite Floyd's supposed influence, Roach has expressed enthusiasm for taking on Davis. Recently, he shared how honored he feels to be moving up the ranks from undercard bouts to headlining events in such a short time. Roach's ambition suggests that he might not heed Floyd's advice, though he acknowledges Mayweather's stature and reputation in boxing. One of the most unexpected developments in this feud came earlier in the year when Mayweather actively advised Frank Martin on his bout with Gervonta Davis. Although Martin entered the ring at MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas with confidence and a solid game plan, he quickly realized Davis's dominance. Despite receiving strategic pointers from Mayweather, Martin ultimately fell to a powerful blow from Davis in the 8th round. Mayweather's efforts to undermine Davis fell short as the former protege showcased his signature blend of ferocity and precision, reminding fans why he remains one of the most feared punchers in the division. The fallout from Martin's loss was felt as much outside the ring as inside it. Fans and commentators were quick to question why Mayweather, who had long been a supporter and mentor to Davis, would go to such lengths to assist his opponent. Martin later revealed that he sought Mayweather's advice partly to prepare for Davis's unique style, and partly to exploit the tension between the former mentor and student. Mayweather didn't hold back. He openly admitted to providing tips, maintaining that he supports fighters who approach him for guidance, regardless of their opponent. The fight itself unfolded with dramatic twists, with Martin putting up a valiant effort in the early rounds. As a challenger to Davis's dominance, Martin employed some classic Mayweather tactics: footwork, counterpunching, and strategic movement. However, as the fight wore on, Davis's power became overwhelming, and by the 8th round, he delivered a decisive blow that sent Martin to the canvas. For Mayweather, the defeat may have been a harsh reminder of the limitations of his influence over Davis's opponents. His post-fight statements reflected his frustration, but he maintained he has the right to support any fighter he chooses. From the very start, Mayweather invested in Davis's career, guiding him from his debut to becoming a boxing star. Davis made his professional debut in 2013, starting off with a first-round knockout win over DZ Williams. Mayweather Promotions stood by Davis, supporting him as he accused